What are your expectations for King Green against Paddy the Baddy in Manchester?
I mean, Jared's literally had the worst luck in the last 3 years with everything, but he's going to fight through it. I mean, honestly, that fight with Bobby Green and Paddy, I think it's going to be an interesting one, right? Because Paddy, he's tough. He comes out same way every single fight, just a brawl. Bobby, we know how fast he is. He may be a little bit older now, but he got hands and he got power and he got an awkward style. So I think it's going to be exciting. I think the energy that the Manchester crowd is going to bring to Paddy is going to make him go a little bit harder. I think it's going to be in war.
Look at this. Bobby Green and Paddy Pimblett's going to be crazy. That's a real test for Paddy.
Yeah, it is.
Bobby Green is a bad motherfucker, dude.
I think
he's
going to mop the floor with Paddy.
He might fuck him up. I mean, his stand-up is elite, and he's weird. Like, hands down,
awkward.
real awkward.
Yes.
Jabs come at you from nowhere.
Does this stuff? He goes, nah, he didn't hit me.
Yeah, talks shit to you.
Paddy's
talks
a bad
mad
motherfucker,
shit.
though, man.
Paddy's a bad motherfucker. And
Special
Paddy's
kid, too. Have you had him in here?
good grappling. No.
He's one of those guys, when you get around him, you go, oh, I get it. He just has that it factor. Bro, he just has the it. And that's why he gets all the sponsors. And he's probably more famous than he is skill level right now, but he'll get there. But when you're around him, like, oh, yeah.
Scroll backwards again. Back where you were. This is another one. Arnold Allen and
That's a
Giga
fight.
Chikadze. That's a fucking great fight.
I'm a scouser. We don't get knocked out.
Oh, man.
Arnold
Bobby
Allen's a
Green.
motherfucker.
Bobby Green's a bad man. That's a real test for Paddy.
Yeah, it's
especially look at the
perfect.
Jared Gordon fight. But that was a good fight for him to get through. Like, realize, okay, I got to tighten things up.
Yes.
He tightened things up in his last fight, and now he's got Bobby Green.
Bobby Green.
Oh, Bobby Green's going to take it to Paddy Pimblett. He's going to fraud check him.
Dude, that's such an awesome fight. I think that Bobby Green's gonna just smoke him out. You can't take too many dumb punches from Bobby Green. He's too quick, too fast, and to close the distance the way that Paddy Pimblett does, especially with Ferguson, especially with Jared Gordon. You just can't do that. And Bobby Green he's a menace, dude. If you're moving if he's moving laterally, he's sharp shooting, and he lands one good punch, it's over. Now, yeah, you can sit there and get bashed over and over, but Bobby Green all day.
Bobby Green.
Bobby.
I think Bobby Green's gonna win. He's more experienced, and Paddy doesn't have a good cardio, not a good striker, and I don't think he's gonna. I think Bobby Green's gonna win.
You know, because when you start looking at these numbers, and you're just like, all right, man, let me make my calculation here. It isn't always right, but I just feel like when I see this fight and I see Paddy Pimblett, and I'm actually even surprised that Paddy Pimblett took this fight, but it was about time. It was a sixth fight, and now it's time for him to fight somebody that's actually, worth a damn. And I do believe that's Bobby Green. Bobby Green is dangerous with not just his striking, but his takedown defense. And if Paddy Pimblett cannot take this dude down, if it just comes down to the feet, this man right here is gonna pap him up. And that's the same reason why I'm going with Bobby Green, because I just feel like it's too much. I feel like this is the time. I guarantee you the UFC put the pressure on a guy like Paddy Pimblett. Hey man, you gotta fight somebody. Like, we can only promote you for so long before people just start getting sick of you. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the position that they're on. So I just feel like Bobby Green, his striking is just too damn good, and his takedown defense is too damn good. And I just feel like if that's where the fight's gonna go, then I have to go with the guy that has better striking. So I'm betting the house on Bobby Green.
Yeah, I'm taking Bobby Green. Obviously, I really hope he wins because Paddy's kind of a douche. I think Bobby, man, he looked really good against Jim Miller. I know Jim's old, but he looked really good. I don't see how, unless Paddy gets lucky and knocks him out, I really think Bobby's gonna run away with it.
Ooh, let's go with Bobby Green.
Oh man, I feel like Bobby's such a vet that he could definitely catch Paddy, but Paddy in England, I think, is a tall task for anybody. So I'll go Paddy, I guess. He's riding him on my own.
I think what they're doing with Paddy is Paddy's getting like these veteran guys to fight. He fought Tony Ferguson. Now he's fighting Bobby Green. I think Bobby's a guy he can actually submit, but Bobby's also a guy who could touch that chin and put his ass out cold. So this is an interesting matchup. Will Bobby Green give up his ranking and give Paddy Pimblett a hot prospect in terms of popularity, give him an opportunity to get into the rankings over a guy who is technically on paper beatable for a guy like Paddy Pimblett in terms of his skill set right now. So I think this is a good one for Paddy, but it also could be a bad one for Paddy. And if I know Bobby, I know Bobby's looking to light that ass up, but this should be a fun fight. I think if Bobby gets taken down, Paddy will more than likely submit him if he can get to his back. But, I mean, he's not Makhachev, right? So I don't know if he's going to do him like that. He's got to actually prepare. He took the Makhachev fight on short notice, which Bobby Green is known to do. So it's there's a lot of moving parts to this, but I do think in the grappling department, that is where Paddy is the strongest. I think he's very creative. He's got some orthodox strangleholds and positions that he likes to use. So I think Bobby's got to be very careful coming into this one, but it's a good fight for Bobby, and it's also a good fight for Paddy. For some reason, I'm just feeling like the veteran's going to get it done. I mean, he looked great against Jim Miller. Jim Miller's been beating like all these younger prospects up as an old man, and just showing these guys what an old man ass whooping is like. And then Bobby just went out there and kind of just ran through him. So with that said, I'm leaning towards Bobby Green in that one.
Bobby Green.
I'm gonna go with Bobby Green on that one.
Wow, that's probably the craziest stylistically all around. Not even just like styles in fighting, just styles in personality and everything. That's just gonna be an all around just super fucking entertaining fight. I'm hella excited for that one. But I got my boy Bobby Green.
Bobby Green. Bobby Green. Bobby Green 100%. Put my house on.
Надеюсь, Грин оторвет этому волосатому голову.
I hope Green gonna take his head off.
Bobby Green. Bobby Green. I'm going him.
Bobby Green versus Paddy Pimblett.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'll go Paddy. I'll go Paddy.
Yeah.
I want Oberish to hit. I'll go. I'll go Paddy, but I feel like Bobby's a dangerous fight for him. Yeah. It's gonna be his toughest test.
Yeah, you know, we talk about the easy money. I would love to see that fight, Moicano and Paddy. I hope Paddy wins. Hope Moicano wins. Because if Paddy wins, he's gonna be ranked, right? Because Bobby Green is ranked. Then he's gonna be if he beats Bobby Green, and I'm not thinking it's that impossible. I think he can.
It's not impossible.
I think he's gonna beat him. I think he will. And that fight's gonna cook so nice. Both guys
By the way,
when he's ranked now, why not?
I got Bobby Green, man. I've known Bobby Green for a very long time, and he's a stud. He's a good wrestler, good grappler. You know, Paddy, he's tough, he's good, but I think Bobby's gonna beat him with the experience.
I'm gonna go Bobby Green.
No, we're going with Bobby Green. Bobby King Green all day, man. Gotta go with the King, America. Also, I'm not a huge fan of Paddy.
I have a feeling that like Bobby Green's gonna do what Bobby Green does and kind of like zap him early, because Paddy could get hit, bro. Like he gets hit in almost every fight, and Bobby got some hammers, and he's quick and snappy with this. So I'm gonna give it to Bobby Green. I'm gonna give it to the vet. He's gonna come out and surprise some people.
Ooh, Bobby Green all day.
I'm going to go Paddy Pimblett. I think he's going to wear him out. Bobby's an exciting fighter, amazing fighter, but I think Paddy's going to take him down and wear him a little bit.
Paddy Pimblett, right? He's been around the UFC for a while now. He's had a good few fights. Now it's time to step up in competition and take on some of the top guys, okay? Bobby Green isn't one of the top guys, but Bobby Green has got a long, long resume. He's been around the UFC for a long time, and he has got a mean streak. He's got fast hands, ridiculous boxing skill, oozes confidence and bravado, will shit talk his opponents whilst it's going on. Paddy Pimblett will do the exact same thing. So number one, Paddy's going to have to look to take this one down. I'm not saying he can't do it with the hands, but on paper, Bobby is faster, okay? But this is a mixed martial arts contest with the threat of the takedown and all the rest of it. It opens up the striking. But I think Bobby on the feet is better. I think Paddy on the ground is better. It's not a striker versus grappler type of matchup, but it's certainly a step up. It's a real fight for Paddy Pimblett. And if he can get through Bobby Green, hey, listen, massive, massive opportunities await Paddy Pimblett.
Paddy versus Bobby. Paddy said he's got good hands, but his chin's gone after what happened with Jalen Turner. I can see me knocking him out. I can see me submitting him.
If you had to bet right now in that battle,
I feel like Bobby's gonna kind of walk him down and not punk him, but kind of do that side. Like he's got good defense. I don't know. Paddy is skilled, but
yeah,
Bobby's been in it. Paddy's coming off a fucking injury, right?
If I had to bet right now, I think Bobby might piece him.
That'd be crazy.
Bobby's so fast,
so skilled,
and just like you, speed kills. Speed in this game,
such a weapon. Such a weapon.
Yeah, the number one.
Yeah, didn't you train with Paddy for a little
Paddy
bit
choked me
as
out.
Ishmael?
I think Paddy will definitely have the advantage on the ground, but Bobby does have a wrestling base, so can Paddy bring him to the ground?
Yeah, can you get him there? He can wrestle like a motherfucker. Bobby can.
Yeah, you keep that fight standing. It's going to favor Bobby. Longer it goes, probably favors Bobby, but you have the crowd. You got the Paddy. You know, he's done he does awkward things. He can make fights awkward. So if he can make it awkward.
Yeah, got a good left head kick too, and he does grapple well.
Snappy left head kick, and Bobby's hands are down.
Comment below who you think will win at UFC 304.